Yeah, 2 days later.
You need an outfit change.
Yeah, I did kind of do that. I like a couple of different outfits on, but I was like, you know what, forget this. They could just be comfortable. Okay, we'll come back. This is 2 days later now.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll clean our clothes and put the same outfits on. And what?
You know, don't judge me.
Hey, Frankie again.
Frankie.
Go Tawonga. Hey.
Alright, I'll pass it on. Hey, did it? Get it.
I pissed myself. The pressure was too much. Oh, you see much. That's what you got. Okay.
Jeez.
What subject did you want to start with?
Alright, I was gonna start with love in the workplace. Which is kind of a weird topic because you don't really have a workplace. But I do. I kind of have a workplace. This one specifically office love. Like a lot of people meet their partners at work. Yeah.
I have had work in another place actually.
You had work in the love place.
Yeah. Well, my first tattoo studio, the manager was out. I'm dressing myself here. Doesn't matter.
You had it here
The manager was out and my girl came at the time, so I locked the studio up and put them on the tattoo bed. Cleaned it up.
This guy.
But was that love in the workplace? Because you didn't meet her there.
That's making love in the workplace.
Yeah.
It's not meeting.
Slightly different.
Yeah.
Oh, so we meaning okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just snitch
So
yourself
for no reason.
Do it for the gram, innit? Okay. But yeah, like most people meet each other at work, innit? And
You think?
yeah, like a majority of, or not, I'll say like maybe 60%. 60?
Damn.
Okay, 50%.
I've always
I'm
said I
just
would
being
never do
generous.
that. I
That-
feel like
yeah.
it's a recipe for disaster meeting someone at work.
Yeah, I think I also hold that same view. Like, I will not hook up with anyone at work, right? But it depends what kind of work it is, I think. Because say something like office, like in an office it's different because like you're gonna see
You're
each
close
other.
together, yeah.
Every time you go to work, you're gonna see each other. So if something goes wrong, that's gonna be someone who's not on good terms with you, who you're gonna see every day you go to work. So it's like it depends. Like maybe if you work in different departments, maybe that could work. But
I still feel like it would have that awkward vibe. You'd constantly be worried you were going to see them. And then if you got a new partner, they might not quite like the idea of you working with your ex, and they'd be worried that something was going to happen again. It's not worth it. There's plenty of people out there who don't work with you, I think.
yeah. But that's the thing. Like I think people end up spending like, especially if it's like a 9-to-5 job, they end up spending like half their day at work, and they go home. Maybe they bring their work with them at home, so they don't have time to like go out, meet people.
Yeah.
They have a small circle of friends, that kind of
true.
thing.
But then again, with that, if you're working with your partner and living with them, that's a lot.
Trust me, that's too much.
Ugh. And
You
then
must
the
live
space,
with a partner.
and the space.
Get back.
Yeah.
That's too much. Why can't people just like have their own houses?
Next door to each other.
That's too close. No, that's still too much.
Should be putting her ear
Glass
into
and all that.
into one, yeah.
Although Tim Burton and his ex-wife did that. They had houses next door to each other.
How far are they though? Because Tim Burton's got money.
No, it's literally next door to each other.
Oh.
Probably not as close as next door here, but you know.
That's what I'm
A
thinking.
mansion
It's the
here
house
and a
next to
mansion
the
there.
house,
Sure.
yeah.
That kind of thing.
That's too much for me. That's still too much.
Okay, so we're looking at the pros and cons of office love, right? We've already mentioned some of the cons. What do you guys think of the pros?
I guess if you want to see them every day, you can see them every day.
Long distance relationships. That's the pros. If you only see each other at work, then I guess. But still,
But how's that pro?
because like you have to like make the move purposely for work, but you've both seen each other at work as well, so you would see each other a little bit more. Make it easier for saying like, oh, you want to stop on mine tonight and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, so it's easier to plan stuff then.
I get that.
It's also just convenience as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think people find it like It's I don't know. It's a mission to go out and meet people.
I suppose it depends what you do as well. Like if it's something that's not, for say, an office job, if it's something that you both have in common, a common interest, it might be nice to be able to share that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure what other pros there are. It's kind of difficult.
I know
for me.
we've just like spewed out the cons.
Yeah, the cons are easy. But pros.
I guess again, if it depends what kind of work you can negotiate better. If also it depends, like what if it's like she's working for you or he's working for her,
Like
that
the boss.
situation. Yeah.
Again, what if you broke up? They could just fire you.
Yeah. Exactly. So
We're going back to cons again.
It's difficult.
yeah, that was
It's difficult to
pros.
pick pros.
I suppose if you're working together, you know, like if you have a bad day at work, you come home and talk to your partner about it. And I guess if you work together, you don't have to do that. You can kind of come home and leave work at work because you've both experienced.
Well, that is if you're both on the same page about leaving work at home. You know? Yeah. So that's definitely a pro. Yeah. Because then at least she understands what you're going through. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you
yeah.
don't have to talk about work at home because you've both been there together.
Then they've done that. Let's just do something different.
Yeah.
Pros. Can you guys think of any pros? Any more pros?
Nah, bro. I'm like a dried up sponge for them pros. It's all gone. So just rinsed me out.
Pros.
If we just keep repeating pros, the audience will think we're giving them more pros.
Yeah.
Pros, pros,
You
proper
know what?
pros.
It's not always a pro, because...
Pro.
Okay, another con. I don't know, I'm
You
great as well.
didn't have one, did you?
No.
Pro doesn't even sound like a real word anymore.
Yeah, I
You've
was,
said it
I was
so many
talking about
times.
that before in one of the pods one time. When you repeat a word and it starts sounding English.
Yeah. And you have to keep repeating it to be like, am I saying this right?
Yeah, I get that sometimes when I spell a word and it just looks weird.
Right, every spelling looks
Yeah.
weird to me. Being dyslexic. I swear the guy who invented the spelling for dyslexic was taking the piss out of us. He was like, it's forget him, you got birdies. Can't read it now. Try spelling it. Asshole.
Yeah, you got your pet peeves. Okay, this is an interesting one. I have thought about it, but I usually think about it in like a movie sense. Do you know what I mean? Like in a movie sense, like, okay, if this was a movie,
Oh, right,
I'd
yeah.
choose this. Yeah. So this one's like, okay, there's love between your family and your spouse. So it's like, who would you choose? If you had to choose one, you choose your family or the love of your life?
Oh, that's hard. I mean, I suppose it depends why you were having to choose that. Do you know what I mean? Like if it was just, for example, you had a partner who was awesome and your parents just decided, I don't like them, then it's kind of like, well, you're being an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna choose you over this person when they've done nothing wrong.
It's almost like them giving you that kind of ultimatum.
Yeah.
Makes them in like a bad light.
Yeah.
Type of way.
Right, so it's in the way that a psychopath just comes to you and he's saying pick one.
Oh.
We're gonna kill, it's gonna kill one or the other.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gone to one of them scare fests.
Yeah.
A real psychopath pulls you out, it's got your love of your life, your family in another tent. Like, this is real, bitch. This is real. We never signed this contract.
Why is he American?
I don't know.
Well, first it was American and then he kind of switched the. Damn. So it's like.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, so this is what I would choose.
And they don't have the love of your life, there's no like.
You're not gonna find another one like that, basically. I'm gonna. Family over everything.
I feel that because family's family, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, that's not replaceable.
You began life with your family, and then the love of your life, you just met her when you were already
Yeah.
there, innit? Alright, so you guys can choose the same answer as me.
What?
Huh?
What?
What?
What did you say?
I just said you can't copy my answer, innit?
Bro, come on.
So basically, our family has to die.
Thanks, yeah. So cool.
You have to give a reason as to why your family has to die.
Bruh, what the hell, man? See, it just gives us the hard question.
I know, right? What the hell?
Wait, there's two of us and one of you. What are you going to do?
Hey,
Camera just shuts off.
yeah. Comes back on, I'm on the floor.
Black eye. Leaning from the nose.
Okay, welcome to another episode. Okay, so, alright, so what would you guys choose then? And why? So I feel like love of your life is kind of overrated.
I
It's
get
like,
that. I feel like there
yeah.
are other people who could make you happy.
Right?
Like, I mean, realistically, I don't want anyone to die, but it's gonna be. Imagine, how could you live with yourself if you were like, you know what, kill my mom? Like,
Yeah.
no.
Wow. My girlfriend sucks my dick, my mom doesn't.
Ooh.
Let her die. Gotcha. Oh, no, the easy question is just to say your family, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, come on, we need some converse to convert. What's it
Okay,
called?
so it's even harder if you have your own family as well with that love of your life.
You're talking about my own family. I ain't talking about someone else's family. Yeah, I know that. We're talking about our own family. Is that your family?
Well, I mean, like as in your children.
So, yeah,
right.
So
true.
between that family and then like your.
I feel like that's hard to think about when you don't have children, because hypothetically, I don't care about these children because they don't exist.
And you used to say, like, you let your family die, and then you have, like, a kid in the middle of your life, but then you get married, then she starts getting fat, and then you get a divorce, and you just killed your family.
Well, you say to the psychopath, you know, kill my mom, and then she breaks up with you.
Wait, dating my mum?
No, not
No, if she finds out that you killed your.
Psychopath kills your mom, and
Oh.
then your girlfriend breaks up with you because she's like, you know
I
what,
just
you just
killed
killed
my
your
mom.
mom.
Yeah,
That's not
you.
cool.
Yeah, I feel that.
Ungrateful. Little. Yeah. I don't know. It's a difficult question. It's a very unrealistic question. It's a movie question.
Yeah,
And
that would make a good movie.
yeah, and usually the answer is the guy chooses both, or the character chooses both, isn't it?
Oh wait, isn't that's a thing in one of the Purge movies at the beginning? She has to, the mom has to choose which one of her kids dies.
She's on to us.
Oh.
She knows what we're getting the questions. How many
Fun.
Purge movies are there though? Like, how many times can you make that movie?
Isn't there like 3-page movies?
Like 4 maybe.
No, there's 4 now, I think. 'Cause the
Oh.
most recent one was the first ever Purge, and like how that went down.
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
seen it yet, but
I haven't seen any of the page movies.
oh, they're quite cool.
You see, stuff like that scares me more than like a monster would.
Yeah, it's real, isn't it?
That's more
Yeah.
realistic. That's
Like, do you have a hypothetical murder list? Like, if the Purge was ever a thing, do you have like a mental list of people?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have a knife in under my pillow. My bike chain. I'll remove my bike chain and hide it.
Wait. I don't think she
What?
meant like
Like a plan of
toolkit
action.
of like. I think she meant like
murder
people you'd
list.
kill.
Oh, people I'll kill.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, because they'd have to be close to you, and also.
Oh no, I'll just be watching TV and be like, he's on my murder list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Same. I ain't really got a list, so I'm just gonna go for everyone.
Yeah, I can get it down. Like, it's all up here. Tom
Oh.
Cruise is number 1 on my murder list.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I don't
The
like him.
Scientologist, Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he freaks me
Mission
out.
Impossible, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
They're onto me, you know.
Why?
He freaks me out. Always has. It's like an irrational phobia.
a Tom phobia.
Yeah.
Cruise writers. I had a left with a post the other day from the Scientology church. Like,
Oh, yeah.
are you interested in it? And I was like,
They're onto you.
yeah.
Should I join a cult?
I just put it on the side.
Uh,
Just looked there like,
I'd shred
for
it.
later.
I have to track you with it.
imagine that.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Tom Cruise?
I don't know.
He weirds her out, yeah.
Yeah.
Freaks her out.
I've never seen a Tom Cruise movie. I can't look at him. Like, he really gives me the heebies.
Can't look at Megan Fox's phones.
Oh, she's got weird
Would you
thumbs,
kill
right?
her for her?
There, she's on the list.
She had your murder
That's the
list.
one. She's Megan Fox because of her phones. I ain't even gonna say I chop them up, I ain't going near them.
Mm.
No, just kidding.
What if they were chopped off? If someone else chopped them off, would you still kill
I'll still
them?
kill her.
Yeah.
Because she had them. And I had to experience
It's
them.
original thing, innit? They belong to her. I'd probably kill Boris Johnson. He just has a face about him.
Yeah, just
That's
a
like-
punchable face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you punch him to death?
Ooh, that would probably be satisfying.
Yeah.
I'll probably do that. Who else?
How would you kill him also?
Ooh. No, I'll tighten his tie so it's like already in the face, and then I'll start punching him. Yeah.
If all the blood stayed in his face and you punched him, it might explode.
No. We probably have. What's an aneurysm? Is that
Could
when?
bleed on the brain, right?
Yeah, we probably have one of those.
That's nice.
Yeah.
No.
What about you? What are your murderous thoughts?
I'd feed him LSD
Ooh.
while I'm torturing him.
Oh, so they're like tripping. That's
Yeah,
dark.
yeah.
You've thought about this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Inject it. I'll give him DMT whilst I'm like picking up the nails and that.
Mm.
Or death by water drop. In a
Oh,
demon one.
Chinese water torture.
There's like waterboarding.
There's so many like things you know you come up with torture
Mm.
devices. Like I've looked into there's some crazy shit that we did to each other.
Yeah, even like the most like medieval shit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Medieval
that
times.
torture chair with like spikes on it?
Oh, and they made
Yeah.
them sit on it and tie them down. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called? A sadist? A masochist?
Oh,
Someone
a
who likes-
sadist is someone who likes to hurt
There's
people.
a masochist one who enjoys it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine they're trying to torture in the medieval times like masochist.
Yeah.
And like, oh yeah!
Oh no! A little bit to the left.
So you put his tie away, you hit him in the face. That's fucking that.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's
I feed him
a
a
classic way. At least I won't get blood all over his nice suit,
That's true.
right?
But then you could take the suit, although it might be a little big.
Yeah, maybe a
Yeah.
little bit bigger. So.
Mindfulness, I like it.
Right, so Boris Johnson. Who did you pick?
No, I want to see how she got
Tom
to
Cruise.
film
Oh yeah, Tom Cruise. How are you not kill Tom Cruise?
It depends. Oh, I don't know. I feel like he's got those weird teeth, right? Where his
Yeah.
like his
Probably.
tooth is in the middle. So like you know you have a gap between your. If you Google Tom Cruise's teeth, his tooth he doesn't have a gap in them. He's got a tooth in the middle.
That makes sense. That don't feel right.
It's awful.
It wouldn't feel right.
So I'd maybe take those out to start with.
Before I kill you, you don't know what it is anymore.
No.
Oh god. Okay, guys, we're looking at Tom Cruise's tooth.
And then what?
Oh yeah.
See what I mean?
Ah,
He's got like a middle tooth.
it's like his mouth is shifted a little bit. to the
Yeah.
left.
What the fuck?
That is weird. Wow.
It must mean
Good.
something secret, like.
There's been a line just to show.
Yeah. It's like that.
It must mean you're like high in the hierarchy of Scientology or something.
Oh yeah, the higher you go up, the more
The more
kids
you
come out.
Eventually they're just all on the one
Yeah.
side.
I've never noticed that from my life.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's not good.
What about you? How would you kill? Who was it?
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Is that LSD stuff?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, you already
right,
said
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Oh, Megan Fox is getting that
Damn.
stock. Yeah.
She doesn't deserve it.
There's
She
gonna be a
can't
lot
help
of
it.
men in the world that hate you right now.
Ooh.
I don't give a shit. They get the same treatment.
Okay, so them guys would hate you, and then the Scientologists would hate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Tom Cruise and his fan club,
Yeah.
and Megan Fox and her fan club. They're all getting it.
And Boris Johnson.
Who's it? Conservative?
Does Boris have a fan club?
Yeah, I think is it conservative?
I think-
Or is it-
yeah.
Probably.
I think
Yeah.
so, right? Yeah.
So all they want you.
They're all gay in it, man. All of them.
It's a long ass murder list.
I also don't know how it went from killing our family to killing other people.
Yeah. It's me. I'm sorry.
I like darker podcasts.
They're more interesting. They make you think.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like no one usually thinks about killing people unless they kill people. But yeah, it's interesting to think how you'd react. I mean, even if the purge actually happened though, I'll just lock myself inside.
You wouldn't join in?
No.
Not even to go like stealing stuff? I mean, like, in the movies people do that too, like they go raid shops and like steal everything. Although I guess it's risky.
That's the thing, like it's risky because if you say you enter a shop and then the guy has a gun or something in the shop, can take his
Get
stuff.
murdered on the way.
Or a bad way to go.
Yeah.
So you'd be like Home Alone, because they're creating some traps and all that.
Yeah.
Knowing you, you forget you built a trap and then fall into it yourself. Fucking kill yourself. Oh man.
My one chance to kill anyone in the world. I kill myself. That would be so dumb. I would ask God or the devil to send me back. Just so I can have a second chance. You know what I mean? I don't want to kill myself.
You do it again.
Yeah. just one more time.
I was going to say, would that work? Just get them and be like, you know what, it was an accident.
Yeah.
Can you just send me back?
Right, third time's the charm, innit? Shall we move on to another topic?
Yeah.
Alright. This one is about house husbands.
It feels like you went all serious then. This one is about pause.
House. Just for that dramatic effect.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You know what you're gonna do. Is it good or bad to be a house husband?
I don't think it's good or bad, it's just tradition, isn't it?
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
traditional values. For a man
it's against traditional values.
I suppose it depends. I think, usually the situation will come that, they have a child and then usually it's the woman that stays home. But I guess if the woman's earning more money than the guy in the first place, it would make more sense for her to go back to work and for the guy to stay at home with the child.
Yeah, because some guys don't really like that kind of thing. Like what?
It
It emasculates them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it emasculates them if the woman is earning more money than them. So
I don't think
it
it's
just feels
truly though.
type
That's
of
just you seeing the group's idea again.
Yeah.
That's your acceptance of the group mentality, and how like the group of traditional values think. I feel like if he would feel like demasculated from it, that's because he's subscribing to a certain ideology or he's insecure about it.
right.
That he can only be insecure about it if he still subscribes to that ideology.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like men are supposed to be the providers and the head of the house type of thing. Yeah.
But again, that's not always the case now, is it?
No.
Like,
I
I
feel-
guess.
Yeah, it's happening more now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously years and years ago, women could only have certain jobs, whereas now, obviously it's different. Women can do everything that men can, so...
Everything.
Yeah, I would say everything.
Everything. Can they jump as high as men can?
I mean, to an extent, I would say there's not really a lot that... I mean, can you think of anything that a man can do job-wise that a woman couldn't?
Job-wise, probably, I'm thinking probably just something that their biology gives an advantage of them over. So something like, I don't know, lifting heavy shit.
Yeah.
But then again, you're probably gonna use a machine for that.
Yeah.
And the woman can learn how to use that machine. So yeah, job-wise, probably.
On the spot, innit?
Yeah, that one's because I have to think about that one. It's like all the jobs anyone can do, but I think that some people are more drawn, like more men are drawn to certain jobs than women are drawn
absolutely.
to other jobs, isn't it?
I only mention it because I think, that tradition of the man earning more money and the woman staying at home was because years ago, majority of jobs were just for men, whereas now, I mean, all of those jobs pretty much women can do as well, so the money thing isn't an issue as much anymore, where it's like the man's earning a lot more.
Although some people still think that, some people still think women
Like the
in
pay
less,
gap.
that pay gap thing. Do you believe in that?
I mean, in the UK it's not a thing. As for other places, I'm not really sure. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think in the UK that's a thing. And I mean, in any jobs I've seen or experienced.
It's illegal.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. So yeah.
Shut down straight away, stuff like that.
That's the thing.
It's
Like,
been a law for some time.
yeah, it's actually in the law. Yeah. And wouldn't it make sense if if that was the case? It would make more sense that employers would employ just women.
Yeah,
Because that's less money for
they're
them,
paid
innit?
less, right?
Yeah. But it's weird. I think it's not even. I think it's misleading. They call it the gender pay gap, but it should be the gender earning gap.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only time that would ever be a thing is if the man's doing a different job within the same company. So if they're doing a different job, then they can get more money.
Of
So
course, yeah, right. So that's the thing. That's the earnings gap. But people are saying, "Oh, yeah, same job."
Like the spending gap.
That's better. Oh, the spending gap.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like women are the ones that spend the most in the market, isn't it? In the
I can
financial
see that.
market.
Consumerism and all that. And sometimes women buy stuff they won't even be comfortable in them. They just buy it to look good, rather than buy something that's going to last through tough winters and that kind of stuff.
Buy for other people's approval rather than their own.
Yeah, that's one of the masks of femininity.
Yeah.
And I do. Oh damn, I hurt my tough. Oh shit, son. That Snickers bust my tough off.
Well, so would you consider being a husband?
Me?
A stay-at-home dad?
Man, I'm not a husband, but I do stay at home dad, yeah, of course, but it's difficult though, because I love tattooing though, and I'd rather ideally, no, I think I could, oh shit man, you can't do this thing, because one of my goals is to have like a mobile tattoo canal boat, innit? Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I could, I guess, I have to wait till they're at least like toddlers or something, so I could still do work at home and that.
Well, no, because when they get to a certain age, they start going to nursery and school and whatnot anyway. So I guess from certain hours in the day, you could go back to work.
I don't know. I feel like I just feel like maybe I'm just arrogant a little, or a bit of a bigot, if that's the right word. I just feel like I'd do a better job raising the kids than she necessarily would.
I mean, we've just been talking about like money and whatnot, but we've not even considered the fact that, you know, people say that a child needs that bond with their mother.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I think it's just as important to have the dad around just as much as the mom, but I think that's another reason why it tends to be the woman that stays at home over.
Because the government made it easy for the woman as well. The government became Big Daddy. Because of war, it took out the man from the house, said he has to work 50 hours a week, and then it says, you know what, don't even worry about working or anything like that. If you become single, we'll pay for everything. We'll pay for your house, we'll pay for your kids. Rely on us, like rely on the government.
And like maternity as well. Like women get like 9 months off, and I think the man gets like 2 weeks paternity leave.
Hasn't it changed?
I mean, I'm going off last time I knew someone who needed paternity leave, which was a while ago.
I think I remember someone saying it's changed. Like the men can take out as much time as that as well.
Oh, okay, that's different.
Although they don't use it though. Majority of men don't use it. It's like probably 20% of men use it, and then the other 80 don't. Because men just, I don't know, like, I don't think I would handle it well being a house, stay at home dad, unless I'm also doing something else on the side as well.
Yeah, I feel like I have to be doing something else on the side, otherwise I'd be going mad.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
my life has more meaning than just looking after the kids, even though they're a nice meaning.
Yeah, even though it's like, they're your kids, but you still need more of something, like just to
passion.
Yeah.
And still creating that, like having that balance. Oh damn, son, we've got 1 minute left.
So house husband, good or bad? It depends, I guess, innit?
Depends on a lot of things, jobs and.
Because I feel like there is a stigma against house husbands. Most of that is self-inflicted. Other is like traditionally inflicted. But yeah, I think more power to you if you decide to be a house
Yeah.
husband.
I think if women are allowed to do it, why can't men do it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anything that women can do, men can do too. Except for.
I guess you said except for give birth and periods and all that.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Yeah, that was it. Thanks for watching, guys.
And thank you, Frankie, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I'll like your links in the description as well.
Awesome,
Yeah.
thank you.
Sweet.
Sweet. Until next time.